à tous, it's your rugby programme here on France 24, and today I'm outside the hotel of one of the finalists of this World Cup. The South Africans are based at the Sofitel here in Bercy. What luxury, you might say. However, for France, yes, it's the petite finale, as they call it, the third place playoff, as we say in English. France facing Argentina in that game, which of course it's a rematch of the first match, and there will be 9 new faces in Bernard Laporte's lineup for that big game. Here's the thoughts of some of the French players.
The motivation is there because we want to finish well and get our own back on Argentina. But what's more important is to finish the competition on a high note, not with a defeat, because that would ruin our World Cup journey.
There are lots who didn't play, but who really want to show they're good enough to play. They've still got a career to pursue. In 3 months' time, the Six Nations tournament will be upon us. Rugby doesn't stop here. It might be the end for 4 or 5 people who won't be playing in the next competition. But 90% of the team will be back. So it's the end of one competition which we do want to finish well, and for them it's just another step in their career.
I was really down in the dumps, but now I'm beginning to smile and feel happier again. And now everyone's talking about Fabien, possibly Raphael, and others retiring. And that's really difficult. I imagine it's a hard last week for them.
I've played with people like Ibanez, Pelouse and Dominici for a long time, and all these people who decided to end their career after the World Cup. We'll see. It's up to them to make their decision. But for me, it's a pleasure to know I might get to play with them one last time.
C'est certain que c'est pas forcément le match qu'on voulait préparer.
Obviously, it's not the match we were hoping we'd end up preparing for. But we have to move on and concentrate on the game against Argentina. We're motivated, and it's normal because at the end of the day, the stakes are still quite high. We want to finish on a positive note, for the group and for our supporters.
Now then, let's talk about the South Africans tucked up very nicely in the hotel behind us, getting ready for their final against England this coming Saturday. What does this World Cup mean for them? What does it mean for their country, economically, and of course in rugby terms? Let's take a look.
More than 20,000 Springbok jerseys are made each month in this Western Cape factory, and the more the Springboks win, the greater the demand. 100,000 shirts have already been sold all over the world. That's 30% up on last year.
Our facility only has a certain capacity that it can cope with, so if there's a huge demand like over this World Cup period, then obviously product will also be manufactured in China to be able to cover the demand.
And since the World Cup only comes around every 4 years, it's an opportunity to launch new products.
We're hoping to do a special edition jersey which will show the Springboks as the world champions, and that will become a collector's item.
Collector's items are everywhere. Sales are booming, and the South African Rugby Federation is not complaining.
Food products, for example, your royalties are very, very low because the margins in food are very, very low. When you go up into the clothing categories, you'll get between 10 and 15% of the wholesale selling price.
There's a bonus of €100,000 waiting for each Springbok who lines up in Saturday's final. Not that the money matters. According to this veteran of South African rugby, who owns the most impressive collection of jerseys in the country, the main thing is to play a beautiful game.
Regarding the World Cup, I'm a bit disappointed in how it sort of went up to now, regarding the referees and the judges. To me, they've poorly done their work, and they sort of was very, very close in making this whole tournament let it become into a laughing stock.
The fanatics are lined up. In South Africa, sport is not just a question of money.
Sadly, my friends out there in rugby land, it's the end of this programme, but of course don't forget our rugby blog, which is on France24.com. Your thoughts please on everything we've discussed in this programme, and of course Tell us who you think's going to win the World Cup. South Africa versus England. What a game in store. Absolutely fantastic. The world is beginning to shake. So get ready. Look after yourselves. Get in training. Enjoy the rugby. And of course, enjoy the celebrations, whatever happens. See you tomorrow.